Hello guys, welcome to the video, and in today's video I will be talking about AI agents. So you must have heard about AI a lot, and now AI agent is something which is trending. You can see in my screen I've shared a presentation as well, and AI automation is one of the trending topics, and AI agents are the go to bit in future. So even though whatever you do, like a small business owner or you're doing a job, you should know about AI agents, and you can use it to help yourself simplify your task, make some money as well. So earning money is not that easy, but you can start learning that skill and you can start making some productivity gains out of these AI agents. So I will quickly show on some of the Fiverr profiles where people are charging for AI agents. So you can see someone is charging 1,148 pounds, which is around $1,500, or 1,20,000 rupees something. So they are charging these much monies. Okay, they are not getting many of the sales, and these are ads. These are normal search profiles. So they are also charging 383, 73. So you can learn that skill, create a profile in Fiverr, and start earning. Just a disclaimer that this thing requires a lot of effort and you need to learn the skill first, and you cannot learn it without trying it. So this video is all about, as a beginner you can learn the AI agents. I will show you how you can make your first AI agent. I will first explain what is AI, give some examples so that you understand what these agents are, and then you can start making your own agents as well. So let's start. In the screen you will see a slide deck. Now this deck is also created by an AI, so I haven't done anything. It's all AI who has created the deck for me. So this is what I do from AI, that they create my deck. And if you want to see, this is Google Gemini, which has created this code with the PPT. Okay, I have given some of the inputs and this is being created. So you must be I'm quite amazed with the way this presentation is being created. But let me explain what AI agent is. So this is a very powerful line, that is, an AI agent is a software program that can perceive its environment, make decisions, and take actions to achieve a specific goals. Now, in simple terms, basically it is a kind of a robot. So a computer robot or someone who can do your job. An agent is something where in earlier world you would need some human person to do a job, but now that job can be done by an AI which has its own form of environment. Like, say, if you want to fill a Google form, that is the perceive kind of a thing, where it will perceive its environment, where basically it sees the form that the fill that where it will see. So this is an eye. Basically this eye means it will see that the form is being filled. Then we give a decision point where it decides whether the email has to be sent or not. Now once that decision is done, we give a task to give an action, where we will say, okay, drop an email to this person. Now to do this whole cycle, we have to plug and play some things. There are tools around it, and that is what an AI agent is. It will do everything automatically. It will basically see whether the form is being filled. This is a simple example, and then it will check what to do, what decisioning has to be done. Once that decides, it will act whatever has been tasked. Now if I have to give it in a simple analogy, this is what it is. So you give it a job, it checks what's going on, decides what to do. Logical action in simple terms. If I give an example, you have must have seen chatbots. So these are very common AI agents. So nowadays you will see in bankings, you will see a chat icon, mostly AI talks. So it's like they have trained that AI to give their data based on some input. So you say, hi, I need help with my order. You need to give that order number. We will ask for some validation task. That AI agent does it, and then it will check the order number. These are chatbots, one of the example of AI agent. Another example is email monitoring and filling. So once your email comes into your inbox, and it will check, it can check based on the task you have given, that whether it has to go to an invoice folder, whether it has to go to a response folder, whether it has to go to some other or do you want a draft to be made? So those kind of tasks can be done. The third example is the form submission, which I have explained earlier. So this is what I will be teaching today as well, like how that actual form can be created, and I will be using make.com, which is one of the powerful tools to create AI agents. Now I have been using it for quite a few weeks, I would say, and I would say this is one of the platform. There are other platforms as well, which is Zapier, and then the third platform is Na10, which are commonly used. Na10 is much more technical. Make.com can be done without having any skill set of coding. So today I will be showing you on how you can create a simple workflow where if someone fills a Google form, so you might have a website, you might have a course selling business, you have your own task where you capture the data. That data, once it is captured in Google Sheet, that response can be done automatically through make.com. So let's jump on to this make.com website. So what you can do is you can just go to make.com. You can log in or get started for free. So I haven't created the account in this one, so I will use my Gmail. Now once you use your Gmail, it will simply sign in and you will be logged in. So I've logged in earlier, so that's where it has not asked me all the questions. But if you log in for the first time, it will ask some profiling questions like why you want make.com, what is the bit you will be using it for. So those sort of questions will be asked. Now make.com is a very interactive tool, so you don't have to worry much. There are not many options. You can have a team, you can use you can create users, etc., but that's for organizational settings. So we are as an individual, as a learner, we just want to test it. So it's free. If you want to get a paid version which has more features, so we can talk around it later, but what you need to do is, as a beginner, go to the scenario. These are the scenarios where we have to create it. Now we will say create your first scenario. So open scenario builders. You can see lot of scenarios pre-built or are templated as well, but we are creating a new scenario. Our scenario is that there is a Google form which, when filled, is triggering an email to the person who filled the form. So for this scenario you need to have a Google form. So let's create a form. So what you can do as a beginner, create a blank form. You can ask the question. So I'm not sure if you have used Google Forms, but Google Forms is very simple. You just have to say, give a title, say capture data for training. Okay. Now the question one is first name. Don't give a multiple choice, give us a short answer, then click on plus, then last name, again short answer, then plus. Now you want to have the email address. So this is kind of a must basically, which is what we will be using it for. Now we need email address as a must, so you can click on required button, and then on the three dot you need to validate. So response validation is something you can do, and then it has to be text, and in the contains it is an email. Okay, so in case someone doesn't provide the right email, then we need to provide an error message which can be, say, please enter the valid email address. This way you can add the validations as well. So similarly, if I have to make it last name mandatory, again response validation, it should be text, and in the text it would say contains, we can put any character, but we don't want last name to be empty. So we can give an error as last name should not be empty. And similarly for the first name you can do it. Required, again response validation, it should be text, and just copy the first name, should not be empty. Now I have to add one more. You can arrange it how you want the data for. So like last time I want then this one, and then I need a phone number as well. Okay, so I can use it for any text messaging. Now phone number, we can label it as phone number, again short answer. Then validation, yes, we need a validation. Response validation should be number and is number. Then you can add a second validation of regex, but yeah, you need to mainly understand in which country you are in, and then you can provide the regular expression. What is a regular expression? It just validates a number. So what I can do is, once this is done, you can publish it. Okay, so to publish it, click on publish. Anyone with the link, you have to do it so that if you share the link anywhere, it can be filled. So I will publish in this video as well. You can fill your data in this one and you will get a email which I will be tasking it through make.com. So let's see if it works or not. Okay, got it. So now what happens is that this can be used as a link, but the response will be in the sheet. So this is what my spreadsheet would be for. So select the destination of the responses so I can use those. Now I will say make.com course data. Okay, so this is my spreadsheet now that is being created, where it has the response data. Now what I can do is I can preview my form. So this is how it is looking like. I can copy the link. You can shorten the link. This is the link. I'll copy it. And once you paste it, you can fill in the data. Okay. This is very simple. So I will put my name, my email address, which will be hidden for you, phone number, and then submit. Your response is recorded. See, the data is here, so it gives the timestamp as well. Now what I need to do is I need to add the sheet into the make.com. So Google Sheet, what I need to do is watch new record. So whenever a new record is added, that is where I want to send an email. So I will send a new record. I can create a connection. It will give an option to connect, sign in it with your Google account. So whichever Google account you create, you need to connect it. Okay, so just make sure you are using the same Google account. It will require all the permissions as well to see and edit it, but let's see if it connects it. Yeah, it has connected. Now we need to choose the spreadsheet which is currently being which I want to use it. So I have named it as make.com course data. So see, it has connected. It asks for the sheet name, form response 1, table contains header, yes. Row with header is A1 to Z1 because first row is my header, so I have to say A1 to Z1 is my header record. Okay, now let's save it. We can choose the ID from where to start with. So means if you have lot of data and you want to start with say row number 2 or 20 or 100, you can do it, but I would say it as all. So I will save it as a demo and then I'll click on plus. Now what I want to do with this sheet, so once the sheet is filled, if any new row is added, I want to trigger an email. So I will use my Gmail. Okay, click on Gmail, send an email. it will ask to make the connection. Again, it will ask for all the sign up. I'll sign up. It will ask for all the permissions. Continue. So it has created the connection. Now you can create your own subject line. So my subject would be, say, thanks for filling up the form. So if you want to give the name in the subject, so thanks, you click on the first name, so it will use the first name, thanks this. If you want to use the last name, you can use the last name as well. Okay, so this is how it would be. And then you have to give the two names. So where to find the two names? So in the two name, it will be the email address field. Okay, so email address will be two. And then body content, so what do you want to put it in the message? Thanks for the sign up. I will be sharing my latest published video to this email, and thanks for your support. I'll give the first name as a good bit, and then maybe if you want to tell anything else, you can use it. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You can put an image as well, you can put data, some other bits as well. You can add an attachment as well if you want to send a link to some of the materials you might have asked in the form, so that also can be done. So a lot of things can be done. It's a simple use case. I'll save it and I will run it once. Okay, so if the green comes, it is okay, but see, it has failed. Now why it has failed? So it says invalid, one parameter is invalid. Okay, so some parameter is invalid, so let's see what is it. I will just refresh it to see where the issue comes in. I am super excited. Your love and support to this video. Thanks. So it has picked my details. Let's see. The email address is correct, everything is correct. So I'll save it again and I'll run it. So subject 2 is now corrected. So invalid collection in parameter. Okay. So in the body content, I would say hi. I am happy for my first AI agent and thanks for your support. Okay, let's see if this works. People do show simple things. When I see other videos, they say it's all work, but error is something a developer can only understand. And this is how I have fixed the error. So you might need some time. So now I have received the email as well. So if I show you my inbox, you can see email came in. Hi Gagan, I'm happy. Thanks Gagan for filling up the form. I'm happy for my first AI agent and thanks for your support. Great. Now if I have to fill the form again, so let's fill the form again, submit another response. Say I say test or I will give a name as digital work and say I'll use the same email address to see if the name changes or not. 1 2 3 4. Submit. I've just submitted the data. Let now make.com will run every 15 minutes. Okay, so the frequency is set to run every 15 minutes, so it will check every 15 minutes or whenever it is configured for. But I can run it again, so let's run it and see if an email comes to my mailbox. And here comes, the name has changed. Thanks Digital for filling up the form. Hi Digital, I'm happy for my first AI agent. You can schedule your make.com workflows easily, so you can add a trigger to it and then it will run the flow automatically. So this is how it is. It is very simple workflow. In my next video or next tutorials I will be adding more complex workflows as well. So keep watching this channel, and this channel will be training you more around AI agents. And if you want a proper course which will be chargeable, okay, I will be creating a proper course. But you, if you are looking for that course, fill this form, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.